Hello everyone, this is Pastor Brad. I want to say hello to you today, and today is Be Happy Not Sad with Pastor Brad. And what I want to talk to you about today is temptation. You know, we all face temptation every single day, and it's hard to deal with, but you know, God told us we would face temptation. Matter of fact, in the Lord's Prayer, He told us to pray, Lord, lead me not into temptation. And then He also says in the Bible that there's no temptation that comes our way that He doesn't also send us enough strength to handle that temptation and to say no. But temptation is kind of when the devil just dangles something out in front of us that we want. You know, maybe he makes it look really good and we think, wow, that would really be good to have. It's kind of like in the Garden of Eden when Eve was there at the tree that God told him not to eat from, and the devil came around and said, basically he said this, oh, it'll be good if you eat from that fruit, because not only does it taste good, but it's going to make you wise, it's going to make you smart. So we got to be careful about temptation. And you know, one of the things about temptation is we need to run from it. Sometimes we get too close to temptation. We need to know the things, you know, that we have trouble with and stay away from them. It's like kind of if you go to the Grand Canyon, and if you don't get close to the edge, then you'll never fall off. But if you go stand right at the edge, you might fall off. So I'm going to stay away from the edge. And then, you know, a good example is like ice cream. You know, some people know, we know ice cream's not really that healthy for us, but oh, it's so good. You can go to the Dairy Queen, you can go to Cold Stone, you can go to Ben & Jerry's, you can go to Marble Slab. But see, I'm sometimes tempted by ice cream. So I'm going to go in and give you an example, and we're going to look at the ice cream and see if that has any effect on me wanting some. All right, everybody, we're talking about temptation now, and I've come into the Marble Slab, and I just want you to know that when I was out in the parking lot, I wanted some ice cream, but I didn't want it that bad. But when I come in here and I look at all this ice cream, that's a whole different story. It kind of reminds me of a story in the Bible. It's a story of a man named Achan. See, when the Jewish people, Hebrew people invaded Jericho, they went into and God told them that when they found gold and silver and stuff that was valuable, that nobody should keep any of that for themselves. There was one man named Achan, and when he went into Jericho, he was a soldier, and he went running into Jericho. He saw some gold and silver and this beautiful Babylonish garment, and he wanted them. If he'd have never seen them, he would have never wanted them. But when he saw them, he took them, and when he went back out of Jericho, he went back to his tent, and he dug a hole in the ground, and he put all those valuable things in the ground. And so later on, through a series of events, they found out that Achan was the one that stole those things. And when he had to stand up before Joshua, his words were, when I saw them, I wanted them. And that's just the way all of us human beings are. When we see certain things, we want them. And so we need to stay away from those things that we're weak in. Now, ice cream, no, it's not a sin. It may not be so good for us physically, but you know, that's why we have to be strong and say, oh, I know that is so delightful and pleasurable and enjoyable, but it's not good for me, so I'm going to stay away from it. Now, when it comes to sin, we're talking about something a whole lot more serious than ice cream. And so we need to be careful. We need to recognize temptation. And when we feel weak, we can go to God, and He will help us with our temptation. So let's just understand, just because I'm here seeing this ice cream, do you think I'm going to get any? Now see, this is a great lesson on temptation. I really came here to do a video about temptation, and I thought, you know, I don't need the ice cream, but I'm strong. I'm real strong. And so, what do you think happened? I felt like since I videoed in their store, I should buy one, but you know, I didn't have to eat it. But I went ahead and bought it, paid for it, and now I'm looking at it. So I saw it, and now it's in my hand. But do you think I'm going to eat it? Of course not. But I'm strong. Y'all excuse me just a minute. So here's the lesson. The lesson is really with temptation, we're all going to be tempted, but with God's help, we need to avoid it the best we can. I always tell people, you know, if somebody's been an alcoholic, they certainly don't need to go hang out in the bar. That's just one simple illustration. So whatever we're weak in, we need to try to stay away from it the best we can. And the things we can't stay away from, God will help us to be strong and say no. And so thank God that He's merciful. He not only gives us salvation, but He gives us power and strength. And so, y'all excuse me just a minute here. This thing just keeps